An absolutely perfect fall afternoon for football, and we are under bright blue Colorado skies at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Wilson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Play action. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On third down, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, set. Blaster, 6. Red, yellow.
On first and 10, Young. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown. Jerry Judy. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try to get back in this game?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 blaster. Slide through. Steel, black. Green jack.
Young on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
It'll be Young again. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Touchdown, Carolina. Nick Chubb, 40 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. He takes this for 3 to the 29. But you look at this defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Let's go.
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Following the interception, Young to the right side and complete to Thomas. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Chubb is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Broncos 10.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Here's 3rd and 6. They go play action with Wilson. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Well, it's a shovel pass, and it's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go 14.
Now it's Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On second down, Williams. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
On the double.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
It's Young on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Red. Back ready. Shoot. Yellow. Blaster. 6.
Young looks to throw on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. They go with Chubb on second down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. To throw, Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Go, go, go.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Second down and 4. Play action. It's Wilson. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Again, Wilson. Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains.
Black ultra. Black blue.
Cooper, the man in motion right. Final play of the half, Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Young. And Shark calls it in. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
Black shot. Needle blue. Smash red.
Now a first down throw for Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Young working out of the gun. Open here, Adam Thielen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
17. Ready.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. On play action, Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Young off the play fake. And the Broncos get there and take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Red, yellow.
Young to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Young on first down. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they're going to speed things up here. A first down throw for Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like...
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected.
Alert!
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Left pass.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They try the left side here with Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Fight.
Front left, front left. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 29-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. Down to about the 22 here. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Good job right there.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's third and 9. Now Wilson. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here's first and 10.
Green Jack.
Young. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go.
Here's first down.
Fight. White. Stick. Mega.
Now Young. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Young to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Here's Young. That is caught by Thielen. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. To throw, Young. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Broncos aren't able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia.
And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready, ready, red, cycle. Black shot. Hut, hut.
One last shot for Young. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just